Blake Paris and Riker Ferguson are battling for that puck. Ferguson's going to continue that pressure as the Sioux has it, and they're going to dump it deep in the zone, no icing. As Wyatt Frankenfield picks it up behind Max. Bobbles the puck for a second. He's going to send it back into the slot there, where Nico Stark tries to exit the zone. It's going to be sticked away, though, where Riker Ferguson's on to regroup. He's going to strongly send it off the wall to Davis. Going to come out 2-on-2. Davis unable to connect on a pass to Paris, though, sent behind him. As the Sioux come back into the zone here, 2-on-3, 2-on-4 now. As Nico Stark's able to cancel out the attack. Sends it through center, tries to connect to Paris. Paris unable to corral it at the blue line. Number 7, 8 seconds, 6 seconds left in the period. As Wyatt Frankenfield's just going to exit the zone, and that's going to be it for the first period here. The Sioux take a 1-0 lead with about 4 minutes left on a power play goal. Penn's unable to kill off their only PK of the game. And that's it for the first. We'll be back for the second period in a moment. All right, folks, good morning. Second period action about to start here. 15 minutes on the clock. Goalies changing sides. And we'll be ready to go here as Bingham Green's going to step in for the second period faceoff draw. He's going to be flanked by number 12, Owen Mulligan. And on the right side, Sora Phillips. On the back side, Noah Welch and CJ Nenavisa. Phillips does a nice job to stay on side. It's going to be sent into the corner where he's going to pick it up on the far wall. He's trying to curl around. Netminder number 35 with it. Bingham Green picks it up, sends it back to Welch at the point. Welch back to Bingham Green. They play catch back and forth. Welch trying to hit Phillips. He does. It's going to be sticked off of Phillips there. Welch tries to keep it in the zone by applying some pressure. It's going to be sent back in. It's going to go long enough for an icing call, and the Pens are going to have another offensive zone draw. They had a quick chance there to open the period. 14:32 remaining in the second. If you joined us late, Sioux jumped out on a power play goal with about 4 minutes left in the first period. Puck's going to be sent back on a nice face-off win by Ferguson. Gorski takes a shot. It hits off the equipment of Ferguson, unable to deflect it home. He goes wide to Welch. He's going to skate in. He takes a shot off the equipment. Juicy rebound sitting there, unable to tuck it home, though. Ferguson now has it. He's going to backhand it towards the net. As the Sioux are just trying to clear it out of the zone. Penn's applying some pressure here. Nenavisa looked to go D to D for a second. Wisely makes a backhand pass to Borman. Borman curls around. Unable to get it into the slot, though. Sent back to the point. Nice keep by Nenavisa. Puck is sent out of the zone. Gorski now has it. He's trying to go around a man. Unable to do so. It's going to be sent back to Welch. He chips it up off the wall and collides with the Sioux player. Borman runs into a man. Puck's now at center. Welch tries to curl around. He has it. Sends it up to Gaworski. Gaworski's going to enter in 1-on-4. He tries a toe drag, unable to get around the Sioux defenders. Gaworski, though, on a back check, is able to get the possession back as it's going to be chipped back into the equipment of Nenavisa. Thought about going D to D. Curls backwards, uses his backhand, and gets it up to Bingham Green, who's now in the zone 3-on-3. Going to roll that. Gaworski, that was offsides. 13-14 remaining in the second period. Guessing on shot totals here, but probably in that first period and early in the second, shot totals probably. Greyhounds probably have 6 or 7 shots. Pens 3 or 4. as we're back underway, as Colt Davis now has it on the right-hand wall. Tries to go up to Paris with it over the stick of Stark. But Stark's able to retrieve that puck in the neutral zone, bring it back to center, where Paris now picks it up into the offensive zone. He's coming down the left-hand wall. Tries to make a couple moves. He falls down. Going to be picked up here by the Greyhounds behind the net. Paris, though, he's back to work. He now has possession. He's going to send it back to the point to Stark. He's got a little room here. Sends it over to Paris, who is going to go for a change. He's going to stay on the ice now. Paris now has it. Gets it back to Stark now. Stark goes open to an open wide Frankenfield. He takes a shot just wide of the net. It's going to be sent back right now to Stark. Stark keeps it in nicely up to Mulligan. Green now has possession. Sends it through the slot, picked up now by Owen Mulligan. He uses his backhand, goes to the far wall now. On the red line is Colt Davis. Puck's going to be sent up the wall. Good hustle there by Welch, fresh off the bench to try and keep it in. He's going to stick it forward now. Kept in again by Welch. He has it. He shoots it towards the net. Going to be sticked down by Ferguson. Penn's great zone time here. Welch takes a slap shot down towards the wall to keep it in the zone. As Ferguson goes to work here, some bodies hit the floor as Mulligan collides with the Sioux defender up off the wall. It's gonna take a bad bounce there for the Pens. Able to get out of the zone. And the Pens are gonna go back to work. As Sawyer Phillips, number 3, is gonna dump it in. Pens with some great zone time here, just unable to get some clean shots. As Sioux comes back to center. May have a 2-on-1 here. Shot taken, good save by Max. As Dragicic is able to force that puck behind the net, where it's going to be picked up by Riker Ferguson. He loses the puck, though, as that's number 6, and our Riker Ferguson are battling for it. Welch sends it to Nenevisa. Nenevisa now has it. He's curling around looking for some runes. Going to send it up off the wall. Goes over the stick of Borman. It's going to be sent behind the net now, where 7 picks it up, unable to corral it. The Pens are going to come out here. They may have some numbers. CJ Nenevisa is going to lead the rush 2-on-2. He gets around a man. He uses his backhand. Sticked away now. Borman comes into the slot. Tried to hit an open Bingham Green. Goes all the way through to Frankenfield. Frankenfield passes over to Green. He takes a shot deflected wide. Sent strongly off the wall by the Sioux defender, number 14. As Sioux's able to exit the zone now. It's going to go back. Wyatt Frankenfield, he's in foot race. He's trying to get to this puck first. It's going to be covered up, though, by Max Dragicic. 10:08 remaining in the second. Pens, great possession and zone time. Unable to get behind, get the puck behind number 35 there in the Sioux nets. Sioux's going to make a change now, as there's going to be a defensive zone draw to the right of Dragicic. Stepping in for that draw is number 19, Bingham Green. On the right side is Brooks Gaworski, who tries to pressure the point. Sent in deep off the stick of Stark. It's going to come back to center. Brooks is trying to chip that forward to himself. Unable to get to that puck, though. 18's going to send it back in. Picked up by Stark off the equipment of number 18. It's going to go back now to the red line, to the goal line. Sent behind the net by Stark. He tried to find Frankenfield. Goes a little bit too far for him. Frankenfield collides with the Sioux forward. Bingham Green now falls down. Frankenfield sends it up to Brooks Gaworski. Pens exit the zone 2-on-2. Headman pass to Borman. Unable to get that puck. He kicks it nicely to his stick. He takes a shot just wide of the net. He had some real estate there, just unable to find the back of the net, as Gaworski is going to send this back to Stark. Pops over his stick. He sticks with it, sends it up to Ferguson, who gets it out of the zone. Now Ferguson, the Pens have numbers here, 3-on-2. Frankenfield's going to join the rush. Gaworski loses his glove, though. Fresh on the ice. No, Welch trying to hold it in. Puck gets sent back in by Welch into the zone. Ferguson tries to hang on to it. Welch is going to dip around a D-man. He sends a pass up over to an open Colt Davis. Unable to catch up with that puck, though. Colt Davis sends it back through. Hits the stick of Paris. He takes a shot, stick down. Sioux sends it back to the point. Noah Welch is going to send that back down to Paris. Paris sends it towards the net. hits the mask of Cole Davis, as Davis is going to continue the pressure as they send it behind the net to Bingham Green. Bingham Green now has it. 8:19 remaining in the second period here. Sue's trying to just get out of the zone. It's the equipment of Nenavisa. He's got an open Blake Paris now. Pens are going to go back on attack. Pens just need to break through here. Down 1-0 here in the middle now of the second period. Green collides with the official, comes back to Welch. He rips it, and it's going to be gloved down by the Sioux netminder. Good sequence. Pens are getting open looks, they're getting shots. Lots of zone time here, controlling the play in the second period. Just need to break through and get one to tie the game and go from there. Offensive zone draw now. Riker Ferguson steps in to take it. He's going to be flanked by Mulligan and Sawyer Phillips. On the backside, Nico Stark and Wyatt Frankenfield. Puck's going to be tied up, and it's going to be picked up by Sawyer Phillips. In on the attack now is Owen Mulligan. Puck paddle along the wall. Soup is going to be content to just send it right back into the neutral zone. Unable to hold it in was Wyatt Frankenfield. Sends it over to his D partner, Nico Stark. Nico Stark up to Mulligan. He dips and dances. It's going to be sent into the high slot, where Sioux's now going to bring it back to center. They're unable to get the attack going as it's sent back into the neutral zone. Offside's called. All right, Easton Borman's now going to bring it into the offensive zone down the left-hand wall. There was a little bit of an opening. He tried to sneak it in. Shouldered away by netminder number 35, but Borman now has it on the goal line. Sioux again sending it back to the point man. Frankenfield tried to go D to D. It's going to be picked off here by the Sioux forward, number 7. But brought back to safety by Nico Stark, who finds Borman. Borman sends it up to Gaworski, hops over his stick, sent back to center. Behind the play was number 18. He's in all alone. He takes a shot. Sticked away by Dragosic. Tried to go 5-hole. Max shut that down. As the Pens come back to center now. Big save there by Max. Number 7's going to come in one-on-one against our number 7, Nico Stark. Stark comes away with the puck. Sends it over to Borman here. Puck is now sent behind Dragosic, picked up by number 4, Wyatt Frankenfield. Frankenfield sends it up to a one-touch pass to Gaworski. Tried to connect with Green. Puck's going to find its way to center here, where number 7 on the Sioux's going to send it in. That's going to be long enough for icing. No call, though. As the Sioux now go back on the attack here. Stick down by Stark, sent back to number 4. 4 takes a shot off the equipment of Sioux player number 13. Goes to Gaworski. He's going to slap it all the way down. And this is going to be an icing call. So the Pens are going to make a wholesale change, as there's going to be a D-zone draw. 5:32 remaining in the second period to the right of Dragosic. Where Riker Ferguson's going to take this draw against Sioux number 13. Ferguson tried to go forward. That actually went off the official here. Sioux catches a break as it goes behind the net. Picked up by Ferguson. Ferguson tries to go to Welch. It's in his equipment. He's able to stick it down and get it out to Paris. Ferguson streaking with some speed. He wants the puck. He's calling for it. Paris unable to get it to him, but then Avisa takes it in just offside, though, was Riker Ferguson. It's going to be right outside of the zone. Sioux make a line change. Ferguson flanked by Paris and Davis. Nenavisa now has it. He's trying to send it. Thought about sending it over to Welch. He loses the puck, though. Sioux comes in. Shut down by Dragosic. Ferguson hustled to apply some Back pressure. It's going to be now sent behind the net where Nanavisa has it. Tries to go up the wall to Paris. Paris now corrals it. Puck battle on the near wall. Paris is able to take it out of the zone. He's got a streak in Cole Davis. Hops over Davis's stick. He's unable to settle that puck down, but he sticks with it, now has it. He was looking for an option. He loses the puck. Puck's going to be sent up the wall. Welch tries to hold it in. This is long enough for icing. And the Pens do get this call, so they're going to have an offensive zone draw. 4:20 remaining in the second period. The score remains Sioux 1, Pittsburgh Penguins lead 0. Again, first period goal scored by the Sioux was a power play goal, about 4 minutes remaining in the first when that happened. Pens have been dominating the action here in the second period, just haven't been able to get one behind. Goaltender number 35 for the Sioux. Number 14 on the Sioux is going to try to send it out of the zone. Chipped up by number 7 on the Sioux. Wyatt Frankenfield now is back to pick it up. One-touch pass over from Phillips to Mulligan. Mulligan gets his feet moving. He's going to curl back. He's looking for an option. Loses the puck to number 19. Number 7 on the Sioux has had the puck a lot. Goes back into the zone. Backhand shot. Gloved down by Dragosic, and he gets a whistle. Pens are going to change up their forward group. As Raker Ferguson comes in to take this D-zone draw. Left winger is going to be Borman. And on the right side, it looks like Cole Davis. Puck is won back to Frankenfield. Frankenfield tries to hit his D partner behind the net. Frankenfield ends up with the puck. He hits Easton Borman coming out of the zone just in front of the stick of Ferguson. Davis was unable to get possession of that puck as Ferguson was going into the zone, so another offside call. .335 remaining in the second. Jaworski was having an equipment problem with his helmet. He's back on the ice here, taking his position on the right wing. Borman sends his puck back to Frankenfield. Bobbles the puck briefly, and it's going to be sent back into the D zone. But over to help out is number 7, Nico Stark. Stark gets the engine going, sends it up off the wall to Borman. Borman tries to chip it forward to Ferguson. It's in Borman's skates now. It's going to be sent back to the D zone to Stark. He's going to go D to his partner, Wyatt Frankenfield. Frankenfield gets his head up, tried to go up to Jaworski. It's going to be picked off, though. Sent back into the D zone where Frankenfield has this puck again, tries to airmail it, hit off the mask of a Sioux player, but it's going to be brought back to center by Borman. Borman up to Jaworski. He's trying to get around a man. He takes a shot off the side of the net. Borman now has it. He looked back to the point for a second. Sneaky pass to Bingham Green. Unable to push that towards the net, though. Sioux's trying to send it out. Held in nicely by Jaworski. Jaworski sends it back to the point. It's going to be picked up now by Welch. Welch is going to dump it deep into the zone. Sioux is going to send it up softly to Nanavisa. He takes a shot. It's stick down. Picked up by Jaworski. It's fluttering in the slot. Sioux's able to come out of the zone now as they try to get behind Welch. Welch in a foot race now, unable to get to that puck, but in on the breakout is TJ Nanavisa. He finds Jaworski, 3-on-2. The Pens have numbers. Puck sent into the slot over the stick of Green. He gets it. He rips it. Pad save by number 35. Puck now behind the net. Sealed off by Paris. It's going to exit the zone. Nanavisa sends it over to Davis. Pens get back on side, in on the attack now. Davis sends it back to Welch. He walks in, he dips around, he takes a shot, deflected wide of the net. It's going to be sent back to Nanavisa now, where Parrish comes out of it. He's stripped, nothing called. Puck finds Cole Davis in on the attack, takes a shot, sneaky shot, sticked away into the corner where Ferguson goes to work. Puck's going to be sent back. Davis was trying to find Nanavisa. Nanavisa now curls around at center. 1:11 remaining. Parrish sends it over to Davis. He's going to walk in. He rips just wide again. where Ferguson now goes to work, joined by Paris. Under a minute to play here in the second period. The score remains 1-0 Stu. Puck is underneath Ferguson. Finally, a whistle here from one of our officials. 51.8 on the clock. Pens still, they continue their pressure in the second period, getting chances, getting some shots off here. There's a lot of deflections wide of the net as they're trying to get one behind netminder number 35, where Phillips now has it in the slot. He backhands it, pad save. It's gonna go now to the far wall where number 7 on the Stu picks it up. Pressured nicely by Bingham Green. It's gonna be picked up by Phillips, 36.6 remaining in the period. It's gonna be stick back to Nico Stark at center. Tried to go D to D over to Frankenfield. Frankenfield has it, moves it up to Green. Green's gonna enter the zone now. Coming in, nice little pass into the slot. The Phillips hits the hand of the Sioux defender. Puck's gonna find its way back to the point. Stark, 15 remaining in the period. Mulligan has it, sends it over to Frankenfield, unable to hold the zone. Pens may have one final chance here. 2 seconds remaining in the period. It's gonna be a scoreless second period after a first period power play goal. So the Pens are gonna go into the third, remaining down by a score of 1-0 to the Sioux Junior Greyhounds. We'll be back in a minute. Appreciate it. I was worried about it. All right, let's see if the Penguins can continue their momentum here. Lots of puck possession, lots of shots. Still have a 0 on the scoreboard though, as third period actions underway here from St. Catharines, Ontario at the Walker Sports Complex. Ferguson's going to possess the puck. He sends it over to Noah Welch. Goes up to Borman with it. Borman now has it. Nice pass across the ice to the neutral zone to Nenavisa. Clean entry into the zone. Stick back to Borman. Borman sends it over to Welch. Welch is going to walk in. He gets around a man. He tries to backhand it further. Probably should have just taken a shot there. As the Pens 14-23 in the third period here, as Borman has it. He's going to take it behind the net. He's tripped up. Gets the puck over to Ferguson. Ferguson looking for an option. Nifty little pass to Borman. Almost able to sneak it in on the wraparound as he gets sealed off by defender number 11. Jaworski sending it back up to Ferguson. Ferguson has it. He's looking for an option. He curls back down the wall. Borman goes for a change now. Jaworski's going to bring it back. He's going to curl into the slot. Sent back to fresh on the ice was Paris. Unable to keep that puck though. It's going to be dumped back into the D zone. That's long enough for an icing, and it is an icing call. 13:39 remaining. Pens are going to have an offensive zone draw here, still trying to get one behind netminder 35. It's Bingham Green now on its center to take this draw. He wins it back cleanly back to Stark. Stark takes a shot. It's going to be stick down by Green. Doesn't get to the net though. Goes back to Barris. He rips it. Glove down. It's sitting in the crease. Whistle blown. It was still loose. May have found its way into the net, but officials going to say that they blew it dead. So the Pens Gonna have another offensive zone draw here. Good sequence, goes back from Green to Stark. He rips it again from the point, stick down by Green. It's gonna be sent back to the right wing wall, picked up by Colt Davis. Centering pass doesn't get through to Green. Now action on the far wall. Bodies are bumping into each other. Paris is tied up. He's being held on the wall, nothing called. Gets back to Stark. He sends a shot wide. Stick down by the Sioux defenseman. It's going to be sent back into the zone by Frankenfield. Goes behind netminder 35. Penn's going to have to deal with the odd man rush here, 2-on-1. Puck sent across. Unable to corral that with number 15. He's now going to be defended by Noah Welch. Going to be sent now behind the net to Nico Stark. He's going to get his feet moving. He finds Paris. He's got a streaking Davis. He gets it to Davis. Davis is going to bring it into the zone, 1-on-3. Unable to get around the pressure now as Owen Mulligan freshly on the ice. Picked up by Nenevisa. Welch loses this puck. It's going to be brought in now by number 7. It's going to be off the stick of Nenevisa. Welch now picks it up. Sends it off the boards to Phillips. Phillips unable to get to that puck, but he catches up to it in the neutral zone. Tried to curl around the defender. Offsides on the play was number 12, Owen Mulligan, though. Just under 12 minutes to play in the third. Pens are going to keep the same group on the ice. Not going to make a change as Riker Ferguson steps in for a draw. It's going to be flanked by Phillips and Mulligan on the backside, Welch and Nenevisa. Puck sent into the zone by Phillips. Back into the neutral zone where Noah Welch is now going to pick it up. He's going to send it wide to Phillips. Phillips tries to go through center to Mulligan. It's going to be picked off. And it's going to be picked up by Ferguson. Ferguson's going to dump it in. Once he hits center red, he's going to go for a change. As on the forecheck is number 3, Sawyer Phillips. Going to be forced down the wall now by number 12 on Mulligan. He's tripped up. Bingham Green. It's going to create a chance here. Rebound just wide at 35. He's going to be tripped up behind the net. Owen Mulligan's trying to get to that puck on the far wall. Sioux's trying to take it out of the zone. They do get possession of it. They take it back to neutral. Puck's going to be sent under the stick of 19 of the Sioux. Picked up nicely by Nico Stark. Sent back to the neutral zone to 12. CJ Nenevisa now picks it up. He's pressured by 7. He uses the net as a shield, and he's able to skate through. He skates in front of his net. He's looking for an option. He's going to send it back to center out of the zone. It comes right back to Nenevisa, who's going to go wide now as unable to get to the puck was Gaworski, but he now is able to kick it up to his stick and bring it into the offensive zone as the Pens get a change. Freshly on was Riker Ferguson. Coming out of that fray was Borman. Moves it over to Stark. Stark tried to seam pass over to Ferguson. He gets that puck right back. It's going to be sent right back down the wall. Borman now has it. He tries to wrap around. He shoots and scores. Easton Borman able to find the back of the net. As we have a 1-1 game here, the Pens get rewarded. Lots of opportunities here in the second and third, and they are able to tuck one home. Stark sent that right back down the wall, picked up on the wall by Borman. He gets his feet moving, gets behind the net, and he tucks it home for a 1-1 game now. 10-12 remaining in the third period. That was Borman from Stark. And Borman right back in on the attack. Sends it over to Gaworski. Gaworski rips a shot. Good save there by 35. Pens now make a change. Going to have an offensive zone draw here. 10:02 remaining in the third period. On for this draw. Number 19, Bingham Green. With wingers, Paris, and it looks like Colt Davis on the backside, Nenevisa and Welch. Puck is won over to Davis. He sends it back to Nenevisa. Gets his head up. He's looking for an option. Tries to get back to Davis. Doesn't connect, though. Nenevisa has it. He's going to go to the far winger. That's Blake Paris. He's going to bring it down the left-hand wall. He tries to kill around. Puck is sent around Welch. He's in a foot race now. He's able to stick that out of danger over to Dragisic's going to force the action to the far wall, picked up by Nenevisa. Nenevisa's going to send it across to his D partner, Noah Welch. Gets his head up, goes to center, where he finds a stripping bing of Green. Green's going to come out of the zone, 3-on-2 if the Pens hurry. Green enters in, he takes a shot, sticked away, out of danger, where Cole Davis now picks it up. It's going to be sent where Noah Welch is able to keep it in the zone, sent back down the wall to defenseman number 17. He's looking for a pathway, as number 7's going to bring it now to center, trying to get around Welch. Goes through Welch, but on the back check was a speedy Riker Ferguson. He's going to send it over to Phillips. Through the slot now. Pass was sent off the stick of Paris back to center. It's going to be stick down by Welch. He has it. Welch moves it to Paris. Paris sends it back into the offensive zone. Pens are going to go for a change as Phillips picks up this turnover, unable to get a shot away. Puck is turned over once again, picked up by Riker Ferguson. He's coming down the left-hand wall, sends it into the slot, stick behind the net now. Puck's going to find its way all the way back to the point where Wyatt Frankenfield now has it. Sent back to center. Into corral that puck with Stark, but it goes long enough for an icing call. 8:17 remaining in the third. Pens is going to be in the offensive zone again for a draw. As Ferguson steps in, Ferguson's going to try to push this forward and go get it himself. He's now behind the net, applying some pressure. Now in to help him out was number 12, Owen Mulligan. Going to be pushed back to the point. Nico Stark now has it. Stark's going to send this puck down, stick down by defender number 5, and picked up by 12. Sent back to Frankenfield at the point. He's going to send this strongly down the wall off the equipment of Phillips. Phillips is able to find this. Green picks it up. He rips it home. Great shot there by Bingham Green, as Sawyer was able to get him that puck. Finds it in his skates, moves it over to Green, and Green finds the back of the net. The Pens are capitalizing on a lot of this zone time and chances. 7:49 remaining in the third. The score now 2-1 with 2 third-period goals here from your 2015 Pens Elite team. And they're looking for more. As Green steps in, flanked by Gaworski and Borman. Borman's now going to go, nifty little move, goes behind his back, finds his puck. He kicks it forward. He's got Gaworski, goes off the stick of Gaworski. It finds Green now behind the net. Puck is sent out into the slot where it's picked up and corralled by Gaworski. He's looking for an option. He sends it to Welch. Welch gets his head up, tries to send it through. It's going to be stick down by 13. Back into the Pens D zone where it's picked up by Nenevisa. It's going to be sent up to Borman. Borman finds Gaworski coming through the neutral zone with some speed. He's going to try the defender. He gets around 11, but it's sticked away by 11. Sent back to the point to Welch. Welch is able to hold the zone. Briefly, it's going to find its way back to Gaworski. And back to Nenevisa. Loses the puck. Briefly, he's able to dive for it. Sends it over to Welch. As the Sioux trying to push back a little bit. Goes from Welch to Gaworski up to Borman. Borman takes it. Shot goes wide of the net. Pens are changing their D behind the play. As it comes back to center, fresh on the ice was Wyatt Frankenfield, able to stop that attack. As Borman now picks it up. He's going to send it over to his D-man, Nico Stark. Looked like a high stick on the puck, and they do call the high stick on the puck here, so we're going to have a neutral zone draw. 6:13 remaining in the third. Score, Pens Elite 2, Sioux Greyhounds 1. 2 third-period goals, giving the Pens the lead after a first-period power play goal by the Sioux Greyhounds. pushed forward into the offensive zone by the Sioux Greyhounds, where Frankenfield, unable to crowd that puck, initially sticks with it, gets it up to Davis. Davis tried to send it up to Parrish, who was calling for the puck. Pass goes behind Parrish, though. He's able to stick with it. Gets this puck over to Ferguson. Ferguson chips it up. Picked up now by Blake Parrish. Trying to dance around some defenders. Puck's going to be picked up now by the Sioux. Come out of the zone 3-on-3. Number 7 has some speed. Going to try Frankenfield. Tries to go around him. Forced to the wall nicely. Puck sent back up to the point. It's going to hit the stick of Stark into the slot, where it's going to be cleaned up by Blake Parrish. Blake Parrish sends it off the stick to Green, back to center, where it finds its way to Frankenfield. He's bumped into. Frankenfield's able to come out of that with the puck. Moves it forward to Sawyer Phillips. He's going to come in with Green 2-on-2. Gets it over to Green. Shot taken just over the net, where Phillips now has it. He's trying to tuck it home on the near post. Puck's going to be sent behind the net. Number 14, he's just going to dump it the length of the ice, and we may have another icing call, and we do. 4:58 remaining in the third period. The Pens, another one-goal game here, up 2-1. Looking for their third victory here to open up the Niagara North Fall Sports Classic. Offensive zone draws one back over to Phillips, unable to keep that puck though. Pressure's going to be applied by Nenavisa on 15. And there's some back pressure, strong back pressure by Riker Ferguson. He's able to lift the stick. And Nenavisa comes out of that fray with the puck, moves over to Phillips. Tried to find a streaking Owen Mulligan. Mulligan tries to force this forward. He does now have the puck on the left-hand wall. He sends it back to Welch. Welch has it. He sticks down, deflected down by Ferguson, and sent back through the neutral zone. We may have another icing call, and we do. 4:21 remaining in the third period. Pens are going to make a change here. All 5 skaters. Bingham Green at center, joined by Jaworski and Borman on the backside. Frankenfield and Stark. Puck now finds its way behind the Sioux net, where it's picked up by Borman. He's hitting to the boards. The initial call is going to be a body contact call. And that is the call, as number 12 on the Sioux Greyhounds is going to go to the box here. So the Pens are going to have their first power play of the game. 4:11 remaining in the third. On the power play, Borman, Ferguson, Gaworski, Nenavisa, and Welch. Puck's going to find the stick, Nenavisa. He has it. He's going to send it into the slot to Ferguson. Unable to corral that puck now, as 13 brings it out of the zone. Good back check there by Borman to apply some pressure. It's going to be sent deep now, as Welch is going to go pick up the mail. Under 4 to go here in the third. Welch now has it behind the net. He gets around one man. He's looking for an option. He backhands it up off the wall. Finds the stick of Welch. He's looking for an option. He's going to send it up to Borman now. Clean entry into the zone for Easton. Easton drop pass to Gaworski. He comes in. He rips it. It's stick down. It's going to find the slot where Welch is going to pick it up. He has some time. He rips it. Stick down into the slot. Able to be cleared by the Greyhounds, where Nenavisa is now going to go back for it. It's going to be sent back to center. Not sure how much penalty time's left here, as they don't have it up on the board. Borman now loses the puck in his own end. It's going to be sent dangerous through the slot there, as Colt Davis tries to move the puck up to Bingham Green. Bingham Green now is going to come in. He's going to be surrounded, tries to go through the legs as he was going in 1-on-4. Davis is able to force the action further, as the Greyhounds are going to send it all the way down off the stick of Dragosic, as 12's looking to exit the box here. Bingham Green drops it off to Davis. He takes a shot. Blockers saved by 35. Goes into the far corner where Paris is going to force the action back to Nico Stark. Stark has this picked off by number 7. We got a foot race here between Frankenfield and 7. Pass sent over to 19. Off the equipment of Frankenfield, sent wide. 2 minutes to go in the third. We're back to 5-on-5 action here as the Pens are unable to cash in on that power play. 14, the Sioux defender's going to bring it in, but that play is offsides. 1:53 to go in the third. Pens hanging on to a 1-goal lead. Forward and D group going to be changed up here. It looks like Sioux's going to take their timeout. 1:51 to go in the third period here from the Walker Sports Complex in St. Catharines, Ontario. Pens really in the second and third period have controlled the action. Lots of zone time in that second period. They just were not able to cash in the second. They're rewarded with 2 third period goals as the Sioux are going to pull their goalie. Empty net for the Sioux, 6-on-5. 1:51 remaining in the third. Breaker Ferguson is able to move this puck over to Noah Welch. Noah Welch sends it up to Phillips. Goes over Phillips' stick back to get that puck as Welch is going to go D to D. Sends it wide to Nenevisa. Nenevisa unable to send it further. Puck's going to be turned over here. In 1-on-1 is 18. He shoots it over Welch. Over the net, too. Phillips is able to send this back to Mulligan. Mulligan has an open net. He's going for that open net, but it's going to go wide of the open net. Pens are going to have a D-zone draw here. 1:25 remaining. Mulligan was unable to hit center red before he dumped that in. He was going to end this game. Instead, 1:25 still on the clock. D-zone draw here, 6-on-5. Empty net for the Sioux Junior Greyhounds. Puck is pushed forward towards the net. Glove down by Dragosic. It's going to be sent out of the zone softly by Ferguson. And in on that forecheck is going to be Borman. It's going to be picked up now by Gaworski. Ferguson now tries to stick it over towards that empty net. Great work there by Borman. So it's going to be sent back down into the near corner. Under 1 to go, third period action. 2-1 the score. Pens are able to trying to hold this in the offensive zone here as the Sioux are trying to exit with some numbers. Held along the wall nicely by Borman. Puck's going to be sent up to Borman. He's just trying to dump it deeper into the zone. 42 now on the clock. Penalty is going to be called here. Pens are going to be down a man as Bingham Green collides with a junior Greyhound player. So it looks like the Pens are going to be short-handed here to end this third period. As the junior Greyhounds are asking for more time on the clock. Currently it's showing 35.8. Pens are going to be trying to kill off this penalty, down 6-on-4. They're going to say that 4 seconds ran off the clock. I was watching the clock. It should have been at 38. They're going to bump it all the way up to 40. They're trying to get 40.3 seconds on the clock. Scorekeeper having a little trouble doing it. It's 40:35 showing right now. So it looks like the Pens are going to have to kill off 40 seconds here. And the boys on the ice that are sent in on that mission to kill off this shorthanded time, it looks like Riker Ferguson's going to take the draw. It's going to be on the wing is Sawyer Phillips, on the backside Nico Stark and Wyatt Frankenfield. Delay here to get the game clock right. All right, now it's showing 35 on the clock. So we went from 35.6 up to 40 seconds, back down to 35. Clock's starting now. Four has it at the point. Shot into the slot, stick down. It's going to be pushed away now into the corner where Stark has the puck. Trying to send it up on the wall, 24 to go. Sent to Sawyer Phillips. He sends it out of the zone. Back into neutral, under 20 to go here in the third period. Sue back in on the attack, trying to get around Frankenfield. Sealed off nicely by Wyatt. Picked up, goes behind his own net. Riker Ferguson has it off the wall, 9 seconds to go. Sawyer sends it out of the zone, 6 seconds to go. Looks like the Pens are going to escape here as it's sent back in. Sawyer Phillips sends it for that open net, just into the net. It's a good goal. Sawyer Phillips finds the score sheet, and your Pittsburgh Penguins walk away with a 3-1 victory over the Sioux Greyhounds. Final score, 2015 Pens Elite 3. And the Sioux Junior Greyhounds 1. As the Pens Elite squad is going to open this tournament with a 3-0 record. They're going to be back in action later today, so be sure to follow along with the Pens Elite social media channels and make sure to like and subscribe to Cine TV. We'll be back in action at 4:30 today. And we'll see you a little bit later on. Today we're going to be back at the Seymour Sports Complex. But the final here from the Walker Sports Complex in Ontario, Canada. Pittsburgh Penguins 3 and the Sioux Greyhounds 1.